All right, y'all. So really quickly, what I have noticed is that the size actually change when you turn them to form that grad cap. So if you want to change your grad cap to a different size, always start off with a square shape. So to make sure you are in a square shape, if your image is already grouped, just ungroup it, and you want to select on the actual background for your grad cap. This button right here is going to actually tell you whether or not your square is straight. So when you turn, you will see the number down to the bottom as it's changing from negative if you go right, but if you go back to the left, it starts going down in numbers, and then you're at that 0. You want to make sure you're at that 0. This is how you know your square is leveled. So I'm going to select everything, and right now this should be at a 2.4 because this is the size for the favorite box. So as you drag it to downward, you'll see where it says 2.4. It may show 2.4, 2.5. That's because you may have an element that's sticking out on the side. So you want to make sure all your elements is in, but it's not going to make a big of a difference. But as you can tell right here, we're 2.5, 2.4. So this element right here was kind of sticking out. So even if it's sticking out like that, it's going to change the size. So as I pull forward, you'll see where it says 2.7, 2.6. That's because, and let's see if I can zoom in some more. This piece here is sticking out, which is going to throw off your size measurements. So you want to make sure all your elements are within that frame, even if you have to turn it to make sure that you don't have any of that frame sticking out. So now as I get ready, select it all and get ready to, okay, so right here where it says 2024, you can tell that some of that frame is sticking out, so you're still going to have a little offness. So you'll see where it says width 2.6, height 2.7. Let's go ahead and make sure that's in as well. Now let's go ahead and select it. All our frames should be within that cap area. And now as we pull, you'll see 2.6, 2.6, 2.5. So all the numbers are even out. So this should be at 2.4 inch. This is going to be your size. So let's keep it at 2.4 inch. So now let's go ahead and let's group this back together. But before I group this together, I want to make a copy because I want to do the top of my hat. So let's paste. So I'm going to put this one aside for the top. And then I'm going to group it together. And now I'm going to turn it at a 45-degree angle. So as you turn, you'll see the numbers start enlarging. And you want to stop at that 45. All right. Let's zoom back out. I don't want to print it like this because printing it like this is going to take up a lot of room. So let's go ahead and put it back at that square shape. And let's duplicate. Going to be able to put 3 on one row. And of course, for the box, you are going to need 4. So let's make one copy. And it depends on how many boxes you're doing. That's fine if you want to do another row. So now let's get our top of the box, our actual grad cap. And if you want to make sure that you're at a 0, you're level, you just kind of turn it and so you're level. Grab it until you get to 3.5 inch. And you want to make sure you have everything selected. Okay, that's your 3.5 inch. You want to group it. And you can also make a duplicate copy of that one. All right, so you know that you're going to be able to do at least one full box on one page. All right, y'all, so this, I'm happy with the final results. I'm going to go ahead and print it by selecting the share. I'm going to do a download. I want to do a PDF standard and download. All right, so let's go ahead and print our image. So once we get ready to get our downloads together, we want to make sure, okay, so y'all, what I forgot to show you all is that when downloading, you only want to select the image of the paper that you're printing, but that's fine. You still have time to do it. So right here where it says 11 of 12, you want to make sure that you only print page 11. All right, don't worry about printing those other pages. So right here to the top, you want to hit that print image. I'm using an Epson ET8550 where it says pages. You do not want to do all. You want to do a custom page. So you want to make sure you only put 11. And as I did that, you can tell that 11 only popped up and not the other pages. All right, so we're only going to be printing one of those pages. But to make sure that our printer is set to photo glossy paper, because that's the type of paper I will be using for this here, for my grad boxes, where it says more settings, hit more settings. Go to the system dialog. Here is where we're going to change our actual settings. See, because right now I'm on Canon TM200, so we don't want that there. Setting, let's go to the 8550. Let's go to preference. So here is our settings that we're able to change using our printer. Let's go to more options. 8.5 by 11, we're good. Actually, everything we need to do is on main. Let's go to photo paper glossy, and I'm using my rear paper feed tray. So I'm going to put on select the rear paper feeder, color, standard, and okay. You do have an option of doing draft, standard, or high, but this printer prints just as well and vibrant colors as the high, and you use less ink. So I'm going to keep it at standard, press OK, and print. So after printing out your images, basically you want to just cut out the all four sides to include the top. And basically what you're going to be doing is peeling and sticking your sides on first. This is what I normally do. Just peel the sides on first. I leave the top for last. After I finish putting the sides on, I just fold the bottom in and then add some tape inside at the bottom so that it does not come apart. And then I'm going to show you how to put your actual top cap on. And I'm going to show you the size difference. Okay, so this is the size for the sides, and this is going to be the size for the top. So be sure that you make sure you are printing out your 3.5 inch for the top. I'm just basically going to cut the top out. This is going to be your cardstock for the top of the box. And basically we're going to attach our image to the top. Right here, you're going to see that there's already a hole. That hole is going to be if you're not going to put an image on top, you already have a hole there as a guide. But we do have a hole already that we're using that was created in our design. You can always delete that hole there if you want while designing. It's just a guide to let you know where to place your tassel. All right, so let's grab our box. And then we want to make sure that we're placing our image or our top in front and not in the back, on the back or sides. Let's go ahead and put that through. And then we're going to stick it through this here hole. And then get your snap. And as you can hear, it did snap. Now your box is ready to fill with treats of your choice. And close it up. All right, and there you have it. And just basically position your tassel where you would like it to be. Normally, just for the sake of this video, I just want to show you that you can decorate all 4 sides. However, if you have different photos, maybe from kindergarten, 3rd grade, 5th grade, 6th grade to their senior year, even a baby photo, I would do that. All right, but just for the sake of the video and to show you how to custom design your grad box, I just use the same image, but be creative and use different images on your grad box. All right, once again, I'm Nikki, and I hope this video has given someone an idea on how to customize their grad box for their upcoming grads party. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss another video. Until the next one.